welcome to the 51st Annual Recognition Awards Dinner. That's not exactly true. It's sort of like our 5th annual dinner, but it is our 51st year, so it's hard to explain that, on a program, so we sort of touch a little bit. But welcome anyway, and to the Oceana Hotel in Spa. We actually are going to have our hostess, Keith and Nancy Mearhan, join us, but they're running a little bit late, so excuse them when they make their way through. I'm figuring that they probably know their way up to the head table. They could probably do that. I would like to recognize elected officials who are with us tonight. We, of course, have my good friend and MC, Assemblyman Rich Gordon. We have Mayor John Miller, Vice Mayor Marina Fraser, Councilman and former Mayor Rick Kowalczyk will be with us, but he's also running a little bit late. You got here, that's pretty quick, okay. Councilman Alan Alafano. Will Holsinger, San Mateo County Harbor District. Larry Hassett, Peninsula Open Space. Joey Maude, aide to Rich Gordon. Nicole Fernandez, aide to Jerry Hill. Our city manager, Laura Snyman. And Brian Perkins, aide to Jackie Spear. We especially thank all of them for joining us because they're all friends to business on the coast and to the Chamber of Commerce. I would also like to introduce, and they're going to be embarrassed, but I would like you to please stand, and that is my staff. Melissa Robinson, Administrative Assistant. And basically makes all things happen in the chamber. If somebody asks me a question that I don't know the answer, I don't know. Go ask the boss. Choose the next one. Cindy Lopez, Office Manager. Amy Broom, Sales Representative. And only a year under her belt, our second newest employee. Georgia Gerby, weekend staff, Martha Rendell, and Susan Shapira all hold our office open every weekend and a lot of holidays. We have Kelly Chamberlain with us, who is our PR person with Chamberlain Public Relations. Kelly, where are you? Please stand. She's the one that gives half a day in the Coastside, the fabulous, magnificent press that we get. We have a brand new employee, our membership sales, and that's Carla Martinez Weinberger. 2 days old. And also not with us tonight, but as I'll explain later, with a partnership that we have with the City of Half Moon Bay, we just hired Roy Truitt, who is going to be group sales and manager and going to be bringing midweek business to the coast, which will be terrific because it's going to filter down and give all of you business. I thought Don left. Oh, that's right, my own Chris. How could I forget that? Sorry, for elected officials, Don Horsley, Supervisor of State Company. I think he did that. And I did. The guy closest to you and right on your board, that's the one you forget. Chris Michelson, Coastside County Water District. Thank you, Mike, for the reminder. Sorry, Chris. Does that mean you're not going to put up our banners anymore? And we want to thank our table sponsors. New Leaf Community Markets, Coastside Eye Care Optometry, Asset Hardware, Loose Women Import, Long Branch Farm, Allied Waste, BNI, and the City of Half Moon Bay. Now, before we go any further, it's always nice to give something away, right? Everybody lift up your butter plate, because one of you has a new dad. Don't tell me nobody has. Yeah, but blue dot, please come up and do that right away, and we were in the middle of speeches and awards, and they started clearing dishes, and my staff looked at me like, it was like, oh, okay, you were right off the bat that way, I don't know. Also, make sure you take your ticket that tells the staff, the wait staff, what you're having for dinner, and put it in plain sight so that they can do that easily. So I am going to introduce our two major sponsors of this event this year, Teresa Adams from United American Bank and Heidi Kuiper from State Farm Insurance. And they are also going to welcome you. Without them, this event does not take place. Are we going to dance, ladies? You guys are cute. From United American Bank.
Hello, Heidi from State Farm Insurance. Hey, Heidi, do people stop you on the street in Half Bay and ask you, how are you doing at the bank?
Yes, Teresa, I think some people do get us a little confused.
Funny, you look like? I don't know. I'm not sure, but the other day I looked at some of the Langley's and they said we had the best commercials during a football game, and then they thanked me for helping them through their auto claim. Speaking about identity, I always feel bad when one of my clients is a victim of identity theft. Like that recent problem at Target. We were right on it, and one of our clients suffered a loss or was inconvenienced.
That's great customer service from your bank, Teresa. By the way, did you know State Farm offers identity theft restoration coverage? And you can add it to your home and your business homes at a minimal cost.
Why, Heidi, you really have great products to protect your clients. Did you know that United American Bank lends to purchase commercial buildings, offers home loans, and equity lines of credit? We currently have an equity line of credit at 1.99% interest for the first year, and then it goes to prime plus a quarter.
Thank you for sharing that great information with us. By the way, did you know that State Farm insures more cars and homes than any insurer in the whole United States?
Wow, State Farm really takes care of their people, Heidi. At United American Bank, we have been in business for 11 years. We are dedicated to providing superior banking and financial services for individuals and businesses who prefer a high level of personalized service. We specialize in helping small businesses to succeed.
That's great service, Teresa. At State Farm, we offer insurance coverage for your business, your work comp insurance, retirement plans, and like you, Teresa, we help businesses throughout their life cycle. We offer property, casualty, home, life, health, annuities, mutual funds, and we even offer car loans. Our mission at State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. State Farm is available 24/7 to provide superior customer service, and my office itself does offer a high level of personalized service.
Well, Heidi, maybe we look a little alike, but one thing is for certain, we both make sure our clients' assets are protected. United American Bank, simply better banking.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Okay, you guys are hired. I think they need a sponsor every year. I don't know if they can come up with new material next year, but that's pretty good. At this time, I would like to have all the Chamber ambassadors please stand and get recognition for all the help that they give us throughout the year on events, volunteering, and representing the Chamber. Please stand, ambassadors. Okay, it's time for my speech, and I always wrestle with what I'm going to talk about, and last year it was a book, and before that it was, I go through everything. It was boring me, so I think that's boring, And I tend to write it out, and then I sort of tend to read it, and so then it's really boring. board. So this year I tried something new. I'm going to talk about the top 10 things that happened for the chamber, but I wrote it 2 months ago and then put it away and didn't look at it till today. So this could be a list. We are in charge of Western Association Chamber Executives auction next week down in Los Angeles with 15 Western chambers coming and about 80 auction items. So we're going a little bit crazy. We're about to shoot ourselves. We're not quite sure yet. So first of all, I do want to thank Rich Gordon for emceeing again this year, Teresa Adams, and Heidi Piper. I want to thank Recology on the Coast, Kelly Davis with the Graphic Works, Mike Alifano, Mike Courtney, and Alan Alifano with Alifano Technologies, Nancy and Keith Mearhan. Oh, great, good. At least they got through that part. Nancy and Keith Mearhan with the Oceano Hotel, the City of Hampton Bay, Aztec Gardens, Puente de la Costa Sur, and Bay World Travel. As I said before, without these sponsors, this event wouldn't take place. And I am so glad to see the event growing and growing every year. The chamber is your connection that can make your business successful in many, many areas. And the chamber is the connection between your business and the community in many instances. I hope that you all look at our broadcast email that comes out every Tuesday. You should. Because there are things in it, everything from legislation that might affect your business to events coming up where you can network to all kinds of other information that you may not know and things that are happening on the coast. And it's a great way for you to stay informed. And in that weekly email, we have the top 10 things every month that the chamber has been involved in. And it's an easy, quick way for you to see what we've been doing. So tonight I'm going to go over the top 10 things of 2013. And the first thing I'd like to touch on comes up next month, and it's called our Supplies Party. That was, Pat Foster coined that phrase, I think. And it's her baby. She's an ambassador. It's the Education Network Ignite, and it's the Chamber's connection to our teachers. Passing around the room are cylinders, and they're for you to contribute to this. Our partner in that is Hassan Hardware, and they sell to us. We collect about $700 tonight. It's usually about what it is. Hopefully tonight we can up that. But whatever we go in, all the supplies that we go in to buy for next month's Network at Night on February 28th, they not only give it to us at their cost, they give it to us at 50% below their cost. So we are partners with you. It's one reason they deserve the award they're getting tonight, because when I went to look at the amount of nonprofits that they support, it's really unbelievable. But this is the neatest event. If you have not been, please come. It's at Mullins, February 28th. And we do a couple of things. All the teachers from the coast come. We're getting more and more. 27th? Oh, okay, February 27th. They come, all the teachers come, and we have businesses stand up and say, I have $100 for a teacher. And you can partner with other businesses, and you walk directly over and hand that to the teacher. And the teacher gets to spend that any way he or she wants in their classroom. And they get tears in their eyes, and you will get tears in your eyes. And then they pick up a Hassan Hardware bag and walk into a room with all kinds of supplies, from pencils and paper and drawing supplies to Kleenex and all the things that teachers need in the classroom. And they walk through and shop and leave with big bags that they take to their classroom and use. And it is one of the neatest things that we do all year. So please join us next year for that. I mean, next month for that. Next year too. This year we were, I had the pleasure of sort of chairing, along with Don Horsley, the Devil's Slide opening ceremonies. Actually, Don was chair, and I was the run that did all the work. But it worked out well, and it just showed that the respect that our chamber has earned in the county, that they trusted us to make sure that we could put this event together and have it come off without a hitch. And it did. It was really interesting working with Caltrans and with all the different legislators, all the different groups that made Devil's Slide a possibility. Keith, how many many of you know what CEAP is? CEAP? How many of you know what that means? Okay, well hopefully everyone will know now. It's Coastside Emergency Action Program, and we are the only VOAD, Volunteers Organized Organization Active in Disaster in San Mateo County. They are using us as a template, hopefully, for other cities and areas in the county to organize, because we are very, very organized and have everyone working together so that if there is a disaster, we will be prepared. We probably will not see any relief or help for 72 hours if we should have an earthquake or a major disaster. And we are prepared to take care of ourselves during that time. The Chamber will act as a resource center to the operations of emergency services, and we will have our own ham operator and be able to get them things that they need. This has never been done anywhere else actually in the country. And when we have earthquake preparedness drills, it's been really great because we can get everything that they need because we know where to get it. Who else knows who has that bedding or who has this and that? We do. So we can get a hold of those people and an officer can go pick it up and it can be over at OES or where it's needed and nothing flat. The fourth top 10 for the year is our business roundtable. It's the last Friday of every month. It is Italian at 9 o'clock and you are all invited. Sometimes there's a topic, sometimes there's not a topic. We've done the bridge, we've done covered California insurance, we've done Pumpkin Festival, we've done downtown signage, Rock the Block. So it is a great time for you to come. It's not just Main Street businesses, it's all businesses. And you can talk, there's a city representative, there's a chamber there, you can all talk and find out what is bothering you and hopefully we can help you solve it. Our fifth one is economic development. That's your chamber's connection to the city and providing a strong local economy. And the city and us have partnered so that we have $225,000 to spend over the next 2 years. And what we have decided to do I can stop. Because it's really noisy in here. Thank you. We wear a hearing aid, by the way. A lot of people don't know that. So when you talk, I can hear really, really, really loud. So, let me go back to economic development. The partnership with the city is really, really important for all of you because our economic base is tourism. So one of the things we're going to do, we have hired someone that is going to bring midweek business here. And that means midweek business for all of you, whether you're a restaurant, whether you're an event center, or whether you're a carpet cleaner. That means more bucks in your pocket. We also are going to embark on a bi-coastal. You'll be able to take your iPhone and get local rewards programs and a lot of different business. We have bags coming. We hope to have them tonight, but they'll be here this week. We're also going to do an improvement on downtown signage and and a few other things along the way. So look for those over the next 2 years because I think it's going to make a difference to all of you. Number 6 is promoting the coast, and that's the Chamber's connection to visitors and our #1 economic base. We do print, we do web, we do a business directory, we do visitors guide, we have a brand new ecotourism map. We do updates from our iCoastside. How many of you have iCoastside downloaded onto your phone? Yeah! Yay! If you don't, you should. It will give you everything, even the real-time bus schedule, or when the fish comes in off of the boat at the harbor. You can look at it on iCoastside. Go to your app and just look up Half Moon Bay or iCoastside. We also, pretty soon, will have a touch screen, like a big iPhone in our lobby where tourists can come in and look up whatever they want. We'll still be there to help them. But if they need help and, or just want to peruse things in a bigger form, they can do that. We have increased social media coverage now with Terry Plank helping us with all kinds of videos and interest stories on Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest. We have continued awesome coverage from Kelly Chamberlain and Chamberlain Public Relations. We get about 10 nationally published articles every month. That is pretty incredible. Thank you, Kelly. And number 7 on our top 10, getting there really quick, is the Chamber's events, Chamber's connection to locals. And we do our annual dinner, our networking night, our Rock the Block, Night of Lights, Tour de Fleur, Farm Day. Thank you all for making all of those things possible again this year through your sponsorship, especially Night of Lights. And we are a great support for Pumpkin Festival, Dream Machines, the Half Moon Bay Marathon, and Relay for Life. Number 8 is our legislative support and advocacy. That's our connection to helping businesses to advocate for themselves. We were responsible for helping keep the Miramar sign on Highway 1. We've been supporting Pacifica with their highway widening project. We went up against the enterprise zone law so that it does not reward companies to just relocate to get tax benefits. And we delayed the bag ordinance for 6 months to help the merchants get ready and use up some of their bag supplies. We supported AB 483, the continuance to funding tourism, marketing, and business improvement districts. We supported the Save Our Parks campaign, which is huge to all of you. You may not realize it, but people come to the coast because of the parks. Without those parks, you would not be doing the business that you do. And we encourage Driscoll Ranch to continue their events, such as the rodeo. We also encourage the city with the bridge to hire an independent consultant for the bridge structure. And also, most importantly, probably, we oppose the California Coastal Commission's right for staff to levy fines. We didn't think that was right. And so far, we won. Rich Gordon, I'm very glad and very happy to say, was really our only legislator who supported that with us. And number 9, another one that's really close to my heart, is Rotary and Chamber at the high school. Many of you may not know that every year we go up to the high school and to Pescadero, and this year we've added Pilarcitos High School, and we teach the seniors what they don't learn in high school. We teach them resume writing. We teach them computer skills, and Mike Alifano is here tonight. He's one of the teachers there. Tread lightly and avoid the pitfalls. Our Councilman Marina Frazier teaches that one so that kids can understand what happens in the workplace and how to recognize things like sexual harassment, what their rights are. We also teach financial skills, and Teresa is one of the teachers of that, so that they know about credit cards and how to balance a checkbook and what they can expect in college and when they get to the workplace. And we also then at the end of the week do mock interviews where they come all dressed for an interview with their resume in hand and sit down. It is one of the most great, heartwarming experiences. I think all those people in this room who have participated in that will agree with me. It is really, really cool. And those are our future leaders of tomorrow. And number 10, we have a lot of partnerships. We are really, really proud of the partnerships that we have formed with the City for Economic Development, with the Beautification Committee to bring lights to the trees around the holidays, and actually now all year long, to Main Street, with Fundini Partners so that you can have your Coastside, and Butler Golf for the new interactive concierge machine that we're going to get for the lobby, with Rotary and Cabrillo Unified School District, Puente de la Costa Sur, we help them gather blankets during the cold, freezing, late November nights. And with Office Max and Office Depot for your supply discounts, with the Cal Chamber to offer benefits and HR products to you. with San Francisco State, because we have a young girl who is getting her master's who is going to come and do a great tourism survey for us next month. And with Hassett Hardware, of course, for all the classroom supplies. The Chamber is your connection to so many achievements on the coast. And I want to thank a truly magnificent board that, that makes that happen and supports the staff in doing their job with knowledge, guidance, and decision-making. And I have one-of-a-kind staff who is absolutely awesome and makes my job so easy and enjoyable. Maybe not easy, but they do make it enjoyable. We do have fun. And we are truly a team. And I value their opinions and their input tremendously, which they now give me every day, and I am grateful to all of them. Thank you very much. And I am now going to introduce our Master of Ceremonies and my very, very dear friend who was married in that room right there. And we were privileged, very privileged, to attend that ceremony and love him dearly. Rich Gordon.
Well, good evening. Well, I want to start by just pointing out how tireless this woman is. She bleeds Coastside. There's no one who has done more to help businesses, tourism, and the economy of this region than Therese. We all owe her a great debt of gratitude. Thank you, my friend. I spend usually 4 days a week in Sacramento. I must tell you, it is wonderful to be home and to not be in the state capitol tonight. Although things in Sacramento have improved, 3 years ago when I was elected for the first time to the state legislature, California had a $27 billion deficit. This year we have a surplus. And we're going to be able to put more money back into our schools, our infrastructure. And we're going to begin to seriously begin to pay down our wall of debt. Huge commitments this year to reduce our liabilities. So I think there's a great level of fiscal responsibility being shown by the leadership in Sacramento, and I'm pleased to be a part of helping to turn California around. We do have some major problems ahead, obviously, huge challenges, one of which is drought that we're in the middle of. And so I do have one request tonight. If you do not use all the water that's in the pitcher on your table, build gas in the back of the room from the Farm Bureau. We'll be happy to take any water that you're not using tonight. This is the part of the evening where we begin to pay tribute. And that's really a major part of what this evening is about. We get an opportunity to pause and reflect on those who help us make this place a community. Now, it's interesting. We all live in cities and towns, but not all of us live in a community. Community is defined by the relationships that we have with each other, the way that we support and care for each other, the way in which we try to uplift each other. There is no greater community than this Coastside community, the way that we lift each other up. So we will start tonight by recognizing first those who have made a difference internally to the Chamber and have served as committee chairs and leaders within the Chamber. We'll move to community leaders. But let me start with the chamber leaders. And we want to start with the committee chairs. And as I call out names, you would come forward. We've got certificates for you. And I'm going to start with the co-chairs of Government Affairs, Chris Michelson and Judy Taylor. Yeah, there. Right. Some of these people may not be here. Farm Day Luncheon, Beth Miller. Pumpkin Festival, Cameron Palmer. The Ambassador Committee, Ginger Miniletti. From the chairing the Education Committee, Howard Montgomery. The Ecotourism Committee this year was chaired by Chris Manchester. Rock the Block was chaired by Kelly Davis. And you heard Cherise talk about the great work being done by the Coastside Emergency Action Program, and heading that up this year for the Chamber was Dave Richards. I also want to recognize and point out that the Knights of Lights Committee that the Chamber chaired this year, and recognize that committee also. Would you join me in thanking those folks who helped make the internal operations of the Chamber work so well this year? Congratulations to all. The Chamber established a chairman circle, and circle members give prominently and support the Chamber. They recognize, this program will recognize companies whose continual support has been instrumental in the growth of the Half Moon Bay Coastside Chamber of Commerce and Visitors Bureau. And tonight, we want to thank those who have been at the platinum level. And we'll ask someone from these businesses, organizations, agencies to step forward. Platinum level, City of Half Moon Bay. Gold level, Passive Hardware. Rich Partners, Half Moon Bay. Sam's Chowder House. At the silver level, Alfano Technologies. The County of San Mateo. First National Bank of Northern California. The Graphics Works. The Half Moon Bay Beautification Committee. Miramar Beach Restaurant, New Leaf Community Markets, and Pacifica Plumbing. And at the bronze level, Betty's House Cleaning, the IDES Hall, La Costanera, Maverick Surf Shop, San Mateo County Harbor District, State Farm Insurance, and United American Bank. Given the sizes, you guys are going to have to squeeze together for the photo, so get comfortable, a couple of lines maybe. join me in thanking all of these businesses and organizations that help support the Chamber year-round, ongoing and ongoing. Our next recognition is going to thank outgoing members of the Board of Directors. And Teresa, Adam, would you please come forward and present this recognition?
If I can have Rick, please, please. Rick and his wife Kathy became the innkeepers at Old Time Inn on Main Street in Half Moon Bay in early 1998, relocating from Great Falls, Virginia, a suburb of Washington, D.C. Prior to becoming an innkeeper, Rick spent 20 years in sales and marketing of computers and computer-related products and services. Soon after his arrival in Half Moon Bay, he joined the Coastside Chamber of Commerce and was elected to the Chamber's Board of Directors in 2002. In 2004, local lodging property owners formed the Half Moon Bay Business Improvement District, BID, electing Rick their chairperson, a position he held until this month. Rick is a voice actor and narrated the numerous videos of the coast on the BID produced. He also was instrumental in creating of the original and the new website for visithalfmoonbay.org. Rick has been a valuable volunteer each year at Pumpkin Festival, and he will be missed by the board and chamber staff. Thank you for everything that you've done, Rick.
And also something that Rick does not know, fortunately on Tuesday, he was the first to leave the chamber when we had our BID meeting so that we could gather the rest of the members there. And I would like to present you from the board of the BID a $200 gift certificate to La Costa New. Well deserved.
Rick, thank you for all you have done for this community. The next award that we present is for the Volunteer of the Year Chamber. It is the Bert Carley Award. And to present the award tonight, I asked Charisse to do that job.
The staff decides who is going to receive this award. And we hold that information very close to our vest. Even our board of directors does not know who the recipient is. So this year, I will start with, this person has been a mainstay of Half Moon Bay for the last 15 years. This person has been a valuable volunteer for the chamber at events and serving on the board. This person is known for shopping locally and reaching out to the merchants. This person serves on the board, on the Chamber's Education Committee and has been on the team choosing our scholarship recipients. This person is very active in both Rotary and BNI. This person has been an important part of Rotary and Chamber at the high school, teaching the finance class. And this person is serving on the marketing committee for the chamber and the education committee, and for the city and the chamber on our new economic development oversight committee. And this person served as chair of the chamber last year, and again will serve next year in 2014, giving us invaluable support to this CEO and to our staff. Teresa.
addition to the lovely plaque, we have commendations, and these commendations are provided by folks in our governmental agencies for all of our recipients tonight. So Teresa, there's one from the County of San Mateo, one for Congresswoman Jackie Spear. I'm only going to do this once, so listen closer. We have one from the City of Half Moon Bay, Congresswoman Anna Eshoo. There's one from me, California State Assembly. One from my colleague in the State Assembly, Kevin Mullen. State Senator Jerry Hill, and State Senator Leland Yee. Tracy, you may need to see the city for a permit to remodel your house to add that room on, put all those up. I'm sure they'll help you. I have the honor of presenting the Bev Miller Civic Achievement Award. This person began their government involvement 25 years ago with an internship in then County Supervisor and now Congresswoman Jackie Spear. This person joined the City of Half Moon Bay in November of 2009. This person accepted her current position in 2010. This person immediately recognized and realized the importance of the chamber and the potential of a partnership. This person has continually helped the chamber achieve their goals and has reached out to make the current economic development partnership a reality. This person's professional expertise, continuity, and stability were several of the key factors considered by the City Council when determining who would next lead the organization. She provides support to residents, members of the City Council, and staff, and is responsible for the proper and efficient management of municipal activities. This person is an outstanding civic leader, someone who is an extreme professional in what she does in managing city government. The Chamber of Commerce appreciates her and the relationship that she has established and taken to the next level with the Chamber. The award tonight goes to City Manager Laura Snyder. I'm going to ask Therese to come back and present the next award, which is the Lifetime Volunteer Achievement Award.
We don't get this one every year. Yes, Teresa, we have Rich. This is confusing to know. This one's definitely mine. It's not given every year, and it is something that it is a lifetime of achievement, or many years of just extraordinary support to the chamber. This recipient is a lifelong resident of Half Moon Bay and has been proud to serve his community for several years, actually since the early 70s. This person volunteers for the chamber sometimes several times a month and does much needed jobs that would really stress out poor women. This person has had over 35 years of community service. This person has served on the chamber board for 14 years, holding every executive post, including chairman. He has organized a paint-in, which offered free paint jobs to our most treasured downtown buildings. He has a lifelong passion for not only preserving our past, but enhancing our future. He has been thrice elected as a director to the Coastside County Water District, on which he still serves. And in 2008, and again in 2009, his peers elected him to serve as president of that illustrious body, a position which allowed him to continue to modernize our district and to better serve our community. And he is committed to promoting a sustainable local business environment to serve the needs of our diverse community. And hopefully he'll now excuse me for forgetting to introduce him as an elected official. Chris Michelson. Those banners you see hanging on Highway 92 that tell you what's coming up next, he's our guy. It saves me getting up on that ladder with a tight skirt.
Chris, congratulations. An honor well deserved for your lifetime commitment to this community. Thanks. I'm going to shift now to some awards for businesses. I start with the Green Business Award, and this award goes to New Leaf Community Markets. And Miguel Lucatero and the team are here tonight. New Leaf, a natural and organic neighborhood grocery store. They've been serving the Half Moon Bay community for 5 years. They're committed to following sustainable practices in their day-to-day operations and also with the products that they offer. In November of 2013, they became a certified B Corporation. Now, to become a B Corporation, the company must meet rigorous standards of social and environmental performance, accountability, and transparency. Helping customers to make informed decisions is an integral part of their commitment. New Leaf's mission to nourish and sustain their community is reflected in the 10% of profits that they give annually to support local nonprofits and members of the Coastside community. Since 2009, New Leaf has donated over $40,000 to local Coastside nonprofits, working for the environment through their EnviroToken program. And last year, they raised over $12,000 to give to local organizations in the Coastside community. We congratulate and thank the New Leaf Community Market as the recipient of the Green Business Award. The next business award is the Innovative Business Award. And tonight, this award is being presented to Long Branch Saloon and Farms. Kevin Collins. Tell me this, why does somebody suddenly build their own Western town? What I understand, Kevin has always liked things Western, from age 2, when he discovered cowboy boots. His fascination with the Old West grew into passion for collecting authentic artifacts. Obviously, if you've got a whole bunch of cowboy artifacts, you've got to have a town to put them in. The complete town, including saloon, dining hall, casino, jail, and wedding chapel, is a classic venue. Kevin's commitment to authenticity, from the bar and the the bar back from the movie The Quick and the Dead, to the casino tables, real casinos in Reno, to the sideboard from the Sheraton Hotel in San Francisco. This town is amazing to see. Long Branch makes each event, whether it's a corporate event or an intimate wedding, a unique experience. And one of my colleagues in the state legislature got married at Long Branch, and I had the unique opportunity of being able to lock up in the Long Branch jail several members of the state legislature. But I also was able to lock up State Controller John Chung. And this was at a time when he had withheld our paychecks. Fortunately, he's forgiven me, my paychecks are coming back. But you will never see a venue like this. And so, Kevin, and thank you for your efforts and for such innovation. And so, the Innovative Business Award, Long Branch Saloon. Our next business award is the Longevity Award. I guess this means this is a business that's been around a while. And the award tonight goes to Coastside Eye Care Optometry and Dr. Betty Gould. And if I adjust my glasses, I can read the rest of this. Betty was born and raised in San Diego. She attended San Diego State University and the UC Berkeley School of Optometry. She, with her husband and school, moved to El Granada, where Rochelle and Aaron were born. And they opened an optometric practice in Half Moon Bay in 1985. She was one of the first women to join the Half Moon Bay Lions Club as a club opened up for women. She continues to be an active member of that club. She's a past president of the club and past president of the San Mateo County Optometric Society. And she continues to be active in that society. She volunteered and participated in providing eye care services in Mexico, an activity that was sponsored by the Half Moon Bay Rotary Club. She volunteers regularly at Samaritan House in San Mateo, providing eye care services to the needy. And Betty boasts that Half Moon Bay is the best place in the world to live and work. She is happy and honored to have been a member of the Chamber of Commerce for so many years. Well, Betty, if you're honored, we are even more so. So congratulations for this Longevity Award for your efforts in the field. The final business award of the evening is the New Business Award. The award tonight for new business in this community is Luz Luna Imports. And joining us is Gina Fisher, who is the owner of Luz Luna, a fair trade store located on Main Street in Half Moon Bay, where they offer handicrafts made by artisans in underdeveloped countries from around the world. Gina was born in New York and raised in Guatemala since the age of 5 years old. She studied foreign language since an early age, such as German, Italian, English, and Spanish. You speak most of those? I can barely do English sometimes. Her language skills enabled her to establish relationships among the indigenous societies of Guatemala and with people from all parts of the world. Gina is passionate about the importance of building long-term relationships to help indigenous artisans keep their traditions and customs alive by providing a safe work environment and honest pay. Her sister Luz has worked side by side with the Mayan people in the highlands of Guatemala to help improve their lives. Gina's store has incredible display skills that makes the store a great place to shop. If you haven't been there, you've got to get to Luz Luna, a great store. And so we congratulate Gina Fisher and La Zuna Imports as the new business of the year. You know, one of the things I like about this dinner is that I don't get to eat. And what that means is that this program moves. We'll all be home at a reasonable hour. We have a few more awards to go, and the next one is a fairly major award. It is the Mayor's Award. And Mayor Rick, past Mayor Rick is here. I have to explain this. I know that John Mueller is the mayor, but the Mayor's Award is given by the last year's mayor. And so, Mayor Rick.
Thank you, sir. Good evening. So I get to give one award. I want to say a couple of words. First, that being mayor in Happy Bay last year was among the greatest honors I've ever had. So I appreciate that. I appreciate working with all of you. And our council is particularly effective, and I'm really proud to work with our city council. I get to give one award as the outstanding leadership of the community from last year, but it's hard to choose because there are really a lot of outstanding businesses in our community. If I could give two awards, the second award would not go to a business. I would actually echo the remarks we said earlier today and give that award to Charisse McHugh, because I think she is just fantastic. She's a But Charisse, you don't get an award, so. I want to acknowledge leaders in business. They turned their business into success, vibrant success, and that in turn led to hiring of locals to work in their business for our local community, supporting the local community, and that in turn led to their significant support in the community through supporting volunteers and nonprofits. And I want to acknowledge Paul and Julie Schenkman, owners of Sam's Charter House. It's really about leadership, masters in business, masters in marketing, and masters in community. And I really have to thank you for all of your service to our community, from the things that people don't see to the very public things by supporting the local park here. Just thank you so much, and please accept our appreciation and these many, many awards.
Quite an honor, and Lee and I are both very honored. I was here in 1987, never expected to be here for 27 years. But I love the community, I love Hampton Bay, it's been really, really good blood. people who passed away. Thank you all, and we really love living here and appreciate it. Thank you.
I just want to add a couple of things. One of the really great things about this community that keeps us staying here year after year after year is that it's really built on all the people and all the volunteerism that happens. And I mean, we've all lived in a lot of places, but we've never lived in a place where so many people give so much of themselves to make the city great in their time and volunteering from, all know the Pumpkin Festival, Night Lights, to, all the different events that raise money for the city and make it better, and the schools, the CEF and all of that, that just contribute to our lives and our kids' lives being better and better. So we couldn't be more excited to be located here on the coast, and it's just an awesome, awesome place to live. So thank all of you and all of the people that give so much of their time to make it such a great place.
Paul and Julie, congratulations. Teresa's going to present the next award, which is the Citizen of the Year.
Carrie, if I could please have you up. Puente Executive Director Carrie Lobo came to Pescadero nearly 14 years ago. And at that time, she thought it was going to be a 1 month vacation. In 2006, she became the acting director of Puente de la Costa Sur. During her tenure, Puente has thrived, along with a strong team of board members, staff, and volunteers. Puente reaches out across a wide and diverse community to assist people with poor assistance needs, but with an added focus on physical and mental health, education, and youth employment. Under Carrie's guidance, Puente offers a variety of educational programs to instill lifelong learning. Puente is a home to the largest youth employment program and provides employment, including placement and internships, to nearly half of Pescadero High School students each summer. The Puente team has also initiated a farmers market in Pescadero and partnered with Coastside farmers markets to increase the buying power of low-income customers at farmers markets in Pescadero, Half Moon Bay, and Pacifica. With support from the County Board of Supervisors, Puente has spearheaded an effort to return medical care to the South Coast. Thanks to Measure A, funding a new mobile health care van will begin providing services to South Coast residents by the end of 2014. For her achievement at Puente, San Mateo County Board of Supervisors named Lobel a Woman of Distinction in 2010. Before working at Puente, Lobel staffed the Lesbian Equity Foundation and directed the National Gay and Lesbian Task Force. She is studying how to create a true sustainability in the local economy. She's a member of the Board of Directors of the Half Moon Bay Coastside Chamber of Commerce and a member of the Coastside Jewish community. Carrie and her partner, Marta Drury, moved to Half Moon Bay earlier this month, and we welcome her to Half Moon Bay.
I want to thank you so much for this award, and all credit goes to the Puente team. I have the best job in the world that allows me to routinely play with goats and children, and Puente plays, I think, a unique role on the South Coast and the coast side because we have the rare opportunity to marry food, farmers, and farm workers to make a really sustainable coastside economy. I would be remiss in accepting the Citizen of the Year award without saying that I think as coastside businesses and nonprofits, we have a unique role to play in helping our legislature create a clear path to citizenship for all the people in our community who live and work in the shadows. I encourage each of you to speak with your elected representative really this week so that things in our Congress can move on this front. It makes such a huge difference to the quality of life of every single one of us on the coast side. If we could really live in a fully participatory society. Thank you so much for everything you do.
The final award, good evening. We're inducting a business into the Business Hall of Fame. Early this morning in Sacramento, I participated in a debate over a piece of legislation that would, for the very first time, provide a definition in California of a family-owned business. I was sort of surprised. I thought, California defines everything. Has more regulations than we need, far more laws than we need, and yet apparently we don't have a definition of a family-owned business. The business that's being inducted into the Hall of Fame defines a family-owned business. Tonight, we recognize the Hassett family and Hassett Hardware. The first store family opened was opened by Larry and his father, 1957 in Campbell. And Larry in 2003 bought Ocean Shore Hardware, and he and his family immediately became a part of the Coastside community. It changed the name to Hassett Hardware in 2013. Actually changed the name of all four of their stores, or four other stores. The Half Moon Bay operation is under the able guidance of Eric and Richard. Eric grew up in La Honda and follows in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Richard also shares that same family commitment, and together they are pioneers in a culture in the retail environment that provides local jobs to local people. One of the hallmarks of this business is the level of respect they treat their employees. They understand that you get good quality service, and they're in a service industry. When you treat your employees with respect, integrity, and kindness, those values permeate from this business throughout the community. All who purchase, come into their store. We are so blessed that one of their operations is here on the coast, and that they have continued a tradition, a strong tradition, family-owned business here in our community. So we congratulate Larry, Eric, and Richard, the entire Hassett family, and we're honored to induct into the Business Hall of Fame, Hassett Hardware.
Well, on behalf of the family, most of whom are here tonight, and all of our employees, I just want to say thank you to the Chamber, and very much thank you to the community. Half the day, what a great place, and what a great community. It was 11 years ago almost that I watched in abject horror as my father shook hands with Bob Sims, but not a legal document, no money transferred, but there was a handshake agreement on purchasing Ocean Shore Hardware. And I realize now that handshake wasn't just an economic transaction. We weren't just buying the store, but we were being invited into the community. And with that shake, Bob was really trusting us to run a cornerstone of the community. And so it's with a lot of pride that I stand up here now, the family and a couple of our employees who could make this night, and say thank you for supporting us. Being third generation, it's just instilled in us that building community is how we operate our business. And not just building community hardware joke, we sell nuts and bolts. We truly believe in, well, now we have everything. We truly believe in being involved in the community and supporting the groups and organizations that truly need our support. And so it is a passion for us here and in all of our stores that we support all local employment, local community, local business community, and the Chamber. So thank you very much.
Coming from a department store family myself, I don't know if you guys call it Acid Hardware or even when it was Ocean Shore, but for me, this is our department store. It's the only one we got. And they are so good about carrying everything. I was in there one day and I'm looking through and noticing that they have like about 8 different cotton products. And I asked, I can't remember, Eric or Richard, I think Eric about it. They carry every single contractor's favorite caulk. Because they want them to buy there. They want to be our neighborhood store, and they are. So if you don't see something in there, you can ask for it. Dollars a dozen, they'll probably get it for you. That's why they're so great.
As we begin to draw to a close this evening, I want to recognize the folks who provide the voluntary leadership to this Chamber of Commerce. So I'm going to invite forward the officers and directors of the Chamber who will be serving in 2014. And as I call your name, would you please come forward? For 2014, chairperson will be Teresa Adam from United American Bank. Vice Chair, Diane Passon from Half Moon Bay Media. The Chief Financial Officer, Eddie Piper from State Farm Insurance. Secretary of the Board will be Dana Dahl from Beach House Hotel, Half Moon Bay. And members of the Board of Directors include Kelly Davis from the Graphic Works, Rob Genovese from Coastside Net, Carrie LaBelle from Puente de la Costa Sur, Chris Michelson from Everywhere, Peggy Mill, home helpers in home care. Ginger Minnelletti of Bay World Travel. Kevin O'Brien, Weller O'Brien Insurance. And Brian Shepard from Shepard Family Dentistry. Please, you're gonna have to squeeze for the photo here.
Make sure you can see all of them because this is the photo that we use in the business direction. It's the only time I get them all together.
Thank you all for your leadership on behalf of the city council. And with that, I get to do the final introduction of the night. Again, we introduce Teresa Adam from United American Bank, the president of the Chamber Board 2014.
Thank you. It's an honor and pleasure to have been elected for a second term as the chair of our Coastside Chamber of Commerce and Visitors Bureau. We serve the area from Montera and Pescadero, from Montera to Pescadero. First, I would like to thank Charisse and her staff for the fabulous job that they do for the Chamber and for Half Moon Bay. I would also like to thank all the board of directors. Last year was an exceptional year for me as I became more involved with local events and merchants. I would like to recap some of the events this year. The Networking at Night event in Pescadero at the Pescadero Country Store was wonderful, and excellent food was provided for all of us. It's a nice place to bring your kids because they have an enclosed fenced area for picnics where kids could play outside. Afterwards, you can take them to visit the goats at Harley Farms. Prior to that event, Carrie gave one of my employees and I a staff of Puente. It's remarkable all that Carrie and her staff do for the South Coast. We had many ribbon cutting celebrations for the new businesses that came to Half Moon Bay. It's great to know that we're attracting new businesses. My new glasses are from Dr. Netta, who opened her office in Strawflower Shopping Center last year. Several of you at the ribbon cutting helped me pick out the glasses. Hey, are these good? How about these? How about that? And so several of you helped me pick out these glasses, and thank you for not making me look like Groucho Marx. At that same evening, Alan Alfano said, gee, we have everything in town except we sure need a shop that has underwear. And I was agreeing with them until I went to CVS, and CVS does have underwear, nice big white, cotton, fluffy ones. My parents would say that they were practical, but as far as I'm concerned, I guess in a pinch I could use them as a sail on a boat. Do you like playing musical chairs? We had many shops moving from one location on Main Street to another. I guess you could call it musical shops. Each shop owner made their new location more inviting and interesting to shop in. Did you know that Sherry's shop, Gives a Go-Go, was voted 2013's best new boutique in the San Francisco Bay Area by CBS Eye on the Bay? Do you like surprises? I like surprises. I'm like a little kid when there's a fence that you can peek through. And Odyssey next door, I'm peeking and looking and seeing what's going on there. One time I saw all these crates in there and it looked like something from Raiders of the Lost Ark. And I can't wait till we get to see the final unveiling. And speaking about unveiling, how about that new building on the Highway 92 and Main Street? It is a beautiful building and it fits in with keeping to the charm of Half Moon Bay. Several Chamber and Rotary members teamed up to teach classes on finance, how to prepare for an interview, how to dress for an interview, and then conducted mock interviews. We went to Half Moon Bay High School, Pescadero, and Pilla Cedars High School. I taught 7 classes with John Parsons Jr. We taught students how to make a budget, how to balance a checkbook, and how to apply and keep your credit in good standing. It's very rewarding to teach our young students, and they were really receptive to what we had to say. You really appreciate our teachers and the wonderful job that they're doing also. I was asked to be on the marketing team along with the members of the chamber. and some members of City Hall. It was very interesting learning more about Half Moon Bay. If you want to meet the locals, try going to our farmers markets. It takes longer to shop because you bump into friends, but it makes it a pleasant shopping experience. We have one farmers market at Shoreline Station, one at Oceano parking lot, and one in Pescadero. Not only can you get the best produce from our local farmers, such as from Mayor Farmer John and the Juicies, but you can also purchase local honey, soaps, flowers, fish, poultry, coffee, and handmade gifts from local artists. We haven't had nearly a rain, but it sure poured on Night of Lights. It also rained a little bit today, so I guess maybe we should have more chamber events. It didn't bother the children at least at Night of Lights. They had so much fun being in the parade, sliding down the great slide, playing in the snow, and eating treats from the local vendors and nonprofits. Our holiday networking event at Sam's Chowder House was wonderful. The view looking out their window was spectacular. We were treated to their famous clam chowder and other samplings from their menu. A good time was enjoyed by all. Last year, I told you all that as a child, I was raised on a dairy farm in Mendocino County. Also that my dad was a fisherman out of Albion and Noyo. It gave me great pleasure to be a judge on behalf of the chamber at our lighting of the boat ceremony. I must have walked a couple of miles on the docks. Good thing I don't wear stilettos. It was a beautiful, clear night in Pescadero Harbor with the moon shining brightly. The hot eggnog was brandy from Tomatut from the Woolly Cap, kept us all warm while judging the boats. I think it was supposed to be a bride. Well, it may have looked like I drank too much eggnog and brandy, but it was really that farthest north pier that rocks and rolls when you're walking on it. Whoa, but I really didn't drink that much. I am especially touched during the holiday season when I see our community members, Coastside Hope, Puente, local churches and senior Coastsiders, Adult Daycare Center, Rotary, Lions Club, and many others doing their part to make the holidays wonderful for our seniors, children, and less fortunate. The Chamber and Rotary teamed up and provided many blankets for Puente. From donations such as blankets, coats, toys, and food, we truly have kind and generous folks living in the Coastside. Most of you should recognize me as I shop locally and also bring my friends and family that come to visit you to your shops and restaurants. I hope that each of you think to shop locally before going over the hill. Shopping locally helps to provide a livelihood for our shop and restaurant owners as well as providing many jobs. The ladies in my office noticed that on our business license from the city it states Viva, Trabajar, and Jugar. I'm not the best Spanish person. Thanks for helping me a little bit there. Aren't we fortunate to live, work, and play in our wonderful coastal community? Thank you, Rich Gordon, for all that you do for us on the coast, and thanks to all of you for supporting our chamber. I was speechless before when I got that award, but I just want to say that it just really touched my heart, and I thank you very much. And when you do something for others, it always comes back to you. It's very rewarding, and that isn't why I do it. I do it because I truly love our community here. And to close, I'll say I was raised in an Italian family, and my grandma every night would say to me, Teresa, buonanotte e Dio ti benedici. So I'll say that all to you. Good night, God bless you all.
Thank you all very much for coming. The food, I think, was phenomenal. I love the whole chicken steak combo. It's just really, really great. We also want to thank Pacifica TV for filming tonight. And I meant to tell you earlier, the gentleman thought that our speaker was over there where we have the projector. And it's actually not. So Cameron and Martha, those tables over there, hopefully you didn't say anything that you don't want on TV because his speaker is right there. Oh well, right? I want to thank Nancy and Keith Nearhan again for their beautiful hotel and hosting us. And I want to thank all of our sponsors, obviously, who are all right up there where you can see their logos. Obviously, without them, this this would not take place. And without our sponsors throughout the year, I think you all know that Night of Lights almost didn't happen. And when I put out that email saying it's not going to happen, I'm not kidding. You got to have a certain amount to put an event on. And Night of Lights costs about $14,000 to put on. I don't know if y'all knew that, but it does. And we're a nonprofit, so we don't have that kind of money. And the people who stepped up to the plate this year and made sure that that event happened, because I think it's really close to all of our hearts, was absolutely phenomenal. So give yourselves a big hand, because you are who what makes this community work. And what goes around comes around. And last but not least, thank you, Rich. You are such an awesome MC. You move it along so you all get out of here on a school night early. And it's entertaining and makes it absolutely terrific. I thank all of you. Please go out there and shop local. Pray for rain. Thank you. Can we have a quick